CM Punk is back. Having overcome Drew McIntyre in a triumphant Hell in a Cell match at Bash in Berlin, it had to be said it hardly felt as though Punk had a moment to celebrate before the champ was eyeing him down. Now, in case you have no bloody idea what's going on here, make sure you watch this one first. Right, I'm sure you're caught up by now, so I'm sure you're wondering, how exactly is this man the world champion? Well, cast your minds back to WrestleMania. Seth Rollins has just withstood Drew McIntyre. This man is everywhere around here, apparently. When Rollins is basically on one leg. It's unlikely he stands, get it, a chance of defending his title. And he doesn't. Priest shocks the world and becomes the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. Judgment Day is back on top of the wrestling world, and as we flash forward to the summer, Priest is still there, now looking across at the man who calls himself the best in the world. It's clear the ego of Priest is high, but is he biting too much at someone who'll bite back twice as hard? And speaking of biting, it's time to take a bite into today's sponsor, HelloFresh. So you finally told yourself this is the year you're gonna sit down and eat more and eat better, but every time you come home from a stressful day at work, you open the fridge and stare blankly at nothing. Well, America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh, has you covered. The options are seemingly never-ending. In a rush? We'll have a look at their quick and easy meals. Recipes that can be made in less than 20 minutes, so you could spend less time stressing and more time savoring every bite of that delicious meal. And the good stuff doesn't stop there. For every box of HelloFresh you order, while your subscription is active, you get a free dessert meal for the rest of your subscription. Isn't that just the sweetest? Get it? HelloFresh has been a staple in the ProJaked household for well over a year now, and some of my favourite recipes include beef pilai, chicken spinach curry, and the double cheese mozzarella pasta bake. All to your doorstep, all with fresh ingredients, all with chef-approved recipes, and all you need to do is use the QR code on the screen or go to the link in the description below and use my code to get 16 free meals and a free dessert for life while your subscription is active. Thank you once again to HelloFresh for sponsoring the video, and back to it. We come back stateside and Punk is focused after his victory. Taking a well-earned week off from the ring, Punk still greets the fans in the arena, thanking them for the support upon his return. But there's unfinished business for CM Punk. I said when I'd come back, I'd come for Drew McIntyre first, then the World Heavyweight Championship, and then WrestleMania. I've done the first, and in order to get the dream goal achieved, I need the second. Damian Priest. I didn't think I'd be saying your name associated with the world title, but the WWE's a strange place. You want to stare me down in Berlin? That's fine. I like that you've got the guts to get in my eyesight. But if you'll stare me down there, then I want to stare you back at Night of Champions. What do you say, Priest? I'm here, I've got everything I need, and a tricep that's working just fine. You want the fight? Just say yes. Well, this isn't the world champion. Punk is out, and Judgment Day are taking their chance and taking it running. You think you can just waltz back from injury and get what you want? You need to learn. This show runs on our time now. If Priest wants to stare you down, he can do just that. If he wants to fight you, he can do just that. If he just wants to remind you of the prize you'll never hold and likely walk out on before you can even win it, he will do just that. Judgment Day runs Raw. You were just late to the welcoming party. Woo! Another leaving WWE joke, running it firmly into the ground now. Balor had plenty to say towards Punk, and as they turned to leave, it may have been a little bit too much. Balor drops down, but Jay didn't get out of there soon enough. Balor surprised, to say the least. Punk wants to fight now, but Balor takes the fallen body of McDonough and heads to the back. I think this was just more than a welcoming party. Punk, he sees it the same way. He's kicking off the next episode of Raw with an immediate call out to a member of Judgment Day. If he's going to get the world champion's attention again, then he'll just take everyone down on the way there and leave the champion with no choice but to fight him. Let's go through all the lackeys. And here comes one. Dom himself making his way to the ring, and though himself and Rhea try to tip the scales in their favor, it's all in vain. GTS! And Punk is victorious. We cut to the back, and it's still Balor, with his eyes intent on Punk as though he's the champion himself. Perhaps that's what he's desperate to be. Punk's looking to the ramp, but with no Priest in sight, he doesn't seem disappointed. On to the next one. And maybe sooner than Punk expected as well. McDonough is putting the boots to Punk, and this match seems to have got underway. Try as he might, Punk is struggling to get a window into this match, and the numbers game has increased outside of the ring as well. 619 connects. But Punk has found his second wind. The fight is back on, and it's inevitable for McDonough to hang on in there. Don may try, but he's sent to the floor. GTS! And there's 2 down in one night. Punk is still looking for the response that he craves, but it doesn't seem to be anywhere. Matter of fact, manages Priest in his entirety. The cut to the back reveals no one there. And as Punk celebrates on the stage, we see why. Do they ever attack a man from the front? Balor has flawed the newest challenger for the Judgment Day, and he's ready to send a powerful statement here. But here comes the champ! Priest is here, and he looks furious! He's getting in Finn's face and telling him to remember his place. There is tension within the Judgment Day once again. Do I need to remind you? I am the world champion, not you. I pick my challengers. I pick my fights. You don't go fighting for me, and you sure as hell don't go acting like the leader of the Judgment Day. You want to be top dog? Have some gold to go with it. Well, it seems since losing the tag titles, the bond between these two men has gone down. Balor is furious, with chair in hand. Will he swing? It seems not. Punk's beatings have finally caught up with him, and instead of saying anything in response, for now, Priest just stands over the fallen best in the world and heads backstage. Later that show, we get to hear from the world champion on the matter. When pushed on why he left Punk laying without a response, Priest has a response of his own. It's like Finn said, it was a welcoming party, but now you're getting more than my attention. You made it clear, you want to fight a night of champions? I commend you for firing the shot right away. Let's make it simple then. You've beaten Dom, you've beaten JD. Next week, you beat Finn Balor, and you get what you want. Night of Champions with the world champion and head honcho of Judgment Day. Let's see if he can get his wish. This is the kind of main event we love to see in the WWE. A true pay-per-view spectacle for free. And they're putting on a great fight. Judgment Day are watching backstage. You have to imagine, ready to pounce on Punk when the chance opens. But for now, Balor is holding his own. This could be a real chance for Balor to perhaps show he is the leader of Judgment Day after all. Let's get down there and find out. Shotgun drop kick. Balor covers, but he can't get enough. Perhaps just a test of Punk's stamina. He's keeping on offense as much as he can here. Punk though, he's fighting back here. Crossbody, he doesn't do it, but he's rolling now. All the vintage moves in his arsenal. Up top. Macho Man elbow. Still not enough. He's making a motion. It's bedtime for Finn Balor. Counted off! 1916! 2 counter, no! Punk kicks out again. Balor though, up high, he has to end it here, coup de grace, no one home, up on the shoulders! GTS! Balor down! 2, no! Dom's taking the ref out! Punk gives chase. McDonough out of nowhere! Say it ain't so! Balor's not sure where he is, but he's forcing himself up to the top. Incoming! Caught! GTS again! Punk! What the hell? Seth Rollins has returned! And he's just screwed Punk out of the match! And now the champions! And there he is, back early from his injury to no one's surprise. Seth Rollins is back just in time to cost Punk the chance to face Priest for the belt at Night of Champions. Judgment Day has escaped the ring. Priest isn't going to get his chance to prove himself against the self-proclaimed best in the world, but Rollins has plenty to say. Nah, this isn't how it goes down. That belt is mine. I lost it. I'm back to get it. You want your match, you'll have to wait in line or walk out on it. Back with a leaving joke. Rollins wants his rematch clause and he's willing to put Punk on the back burner in the process. Punk is livid with what's happened and he's pulling no punches in making it clear that he was screwed out of the match. He wants in on the title match at Night of Champions. And Raw General Manager Adam Pearce agrees with Punk. However, rematch clauses are tough to overcome. There is, however, another way to get yourself into the match by having the match you were supposed to have in the first place. You guys know where this is going, right? Yep, Night of Champions comes early. It's Priest versus Punk. If Punk wins, he's in the match at Saudi. The way it all went down last time has only lit a fire in Punk, and he wants to avenge it. As for Priest, it's his chance to prove everyone wrong, that he is a deserving champion far beyond just another member of Judgment Day, but perhaps after all, their leader. Rollins might be in the building, but he's staying reserved, just another spectator to this one. The same can't be said about Judgment Day. Where are they? This time, we actually don't have an answer, but we do have a match on. Let's keep watching. Priest has a chance to prove what caliber of world champion he is by toppling a man who wielded the longest reigns in WWE history. 2 count, but the champion stays on offense, stuffing Punk's window back into it. Up goes Punk, but he counters, and here we go. Punk's back in this thing. Strikes, kicks, anything he can fire at the champ, but Priest, he just keeps fighting back each time. What a machine this man is. Punk, though, he's taking Priest up to the top. Burn it down! Wait just a minute! Seth freaking Rollins is on the ramp! Rollins and Punk staring down! What's going to happen? Oh no! Priest has him! Roll the dice! Cover! 1, 2. Not enough! Rollins is still watching on, and Priest is looking to apply the finishing touch. Punk counters, down goes Priest, Anaconda Vice locked in. There's Balor. Finn trying to cost Punk the match as much as he can. Rollins takes down Balor. Back in the ring. GTS to Priest. A count. 1, 2. CM Punk is going to Night of Champions. We're on for a triple threat at the biggest event of the summer. Punk is getting his match thanks to Seth Rollins of all people. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we probably should have seen this one coming, huh? Down goes Punk again, and a brutality of chair shots later, Priest stays down too. This is Rollins' ring now. This is how Night of Champions will end. Priest, you've been nothing more than a placeholder for my return. You beat a man who could barely put his gear on that day. The day I came back was the day your reign basically ended. Now I put the final carving on the grave of the most forgetful reign in recent memory. And then, there's you. I didn't get to send you on your way back out of the WWE last time. You realize why I helped you out? Because as you lay there, writhing in agony and pain, I want you to realize who caused it all to you. Who really got you hurt all those months ago. Who will be leaving you in the same place at Night of Champions. I'm the one who hurt you. You pushed yourself beyond your body at the Royal Rumble to beat me. I will be leaving you hurt, I will be leaving you beaten, and I'll be watching you leave this industry, and I pray it's for the final time. A hurt man, a beaten man with a dented ego, and me as world heavyweight champion. I think he said just about everything there is to say. Night of Champions, pleasure to see you. Or so we thought. Early in the show, we catch up with CM Punk backstage. There's not much to ask, rather it's a man with a lot to get off his chest before the big match. It's funny. These past few weeks have felt all about me. I haven't had much of a chance to speak. And now it's the night for no talking and all action. But I am who I am. And I didn't get to this point by just staying silent. You see, there are people tonight who want to watch me fail. More than just people in the back here, but people watching all over the world. They want CM Punk to be washed, to lose, and leave the WWE so they can celebrate themselves. The big bad man is gone. You all know, that's not the way I do things anymore. I'll go down fighting. I'll fight until my arm breaks off. Then I'll just pick it up and swing it at the nearest guy with it. You want me to stay down? You want to do something special to make it happen? It doesn't matter if it's Damian Priest or Seth Rollins or hell, both of them. They'll beat me up. They'll try to take me out to prove a point. My own body tried to take me out more times in the past 3 years than most people deal with in their entire lifetime. Yet here I stand. Alone? Sure. Afraid? Maybe more so nervous. Ready? You bet your ass. Damian Priest, you're the afterthought here now, pal. You gave me a tough fight, but I already know what I need to do to beat you. Because I already have. Judgment Day doesn't seem to have your back tonight, and that'll expose you to the reality. You're a good guy. You're a good wrestler. You're just not a world champion. Then, there's the party crasher. Seth, you don't even want to be world champion right now. You just don't want me to be the champion. You'd sooner sacrifice your own body to make sure I lose than take the hero's way out in defeat. You're obsessed with me, and there's your downfall. You're fighting with your passion and your heart. I'm fighting with my mind, with my desires, hell, with my dreams. I came back here for one goal above everything else, to main event WrestleMania. I missed that goal last time, but this time, I know I'm gonna make it happen. And when you can't derail my head, you only get run over along the way. Tonight, I stamp my first claim towards that WrestleMania main event, and I do it in the ultimate fashion. For the first time in over a decade, you will see CM Punk as World Heavyweight Champion. JT is the Priest! The cover! CM Punk is World Heavyweight Champion! A dream for over a decade, but tonight it became reality! CM Punk is back at the top of the world!